want to stop in and talk a little bit about why the hustle culture is so toxic for stay-at-home moms and why I'm just so elated that I got out of it and why I think that you should also get out of it too. My name is Mel. I am a homesteader. We garden. We are building our forever home. I homeschool our 4 kids, and I'm also a affiliate for Viral View. I'm also an influencer for Amazon, and that is how I have chosen to make money, even as a stay-at-home mom and a homeschool mom of 4. If you are a busy mom, especially a stay-at-home mom who is trying to find a way to make income from home without having to sacrifice the time with her kids, especially using the Amazon influencer, that's what I do, is I help other busy moms start earning $1,000 or more every single month. So if that is something you're interested in, then make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. So today I'm out here gardening, working on homestead stuff. We have a lot of acreage, and I was just sitting here thinking about like how grateful that I am that I have the ability to do the things that I enjoy, have children underfoot always, and I have finally found a way to kind of do both, bring in income that actually helps my family, and also find time to be a mom, to actually enjoy being a mom. I think that's a really important part of it. For many years, I hate to say this, but I was not enjoying it the way that I could have been because I was so sidetracked trying to do the hustle thing and make as much money as I possibly could. I've always been a very successful or success-driven entrepreneurial heart, and being a mom at the same time kind of limits the ability of like how much you can do. You want to do more, but you just can't because people need you. And to be honest, it took me a really long time to realize that that was the most important job, and that I was literally forcing myself to live a very unhappy existence because I was trying to do 100% parenting, 100% boss babe, 100% nap time hustle all the time. And unfortunately, it took me way too long to figure that out. I've had many side hustles that I've done. I've had handmade businesses, I've done craft shows, I've done handmade shows, and I was rushing through motherhood to get to nap time so that I could try and get as much as I possibly could done and focus on my business, my hobby, the thing I loved, the thing that I really wanted to do. And motherhood became the thing I didn't really want to do. And I loved being a mom, even at the same time. But you saw all these, especially like, this is around the 2016 time frame. There were so many moms just crushing it. Like looking back, like Instagram and all the social media platforms, just moms that were absolutely, they appeared to be crushing the boss babe thing. They had it all. They had the family life. They loved being a mom. Their houses were perfect. And I definitely got sucked into that whole idea of like, what in the world do they know that I don't know? What have they figured out that I haven't figured out yet? How come life seems so easy and business seems so easy? And I'm struggling and I'm not really that happy. And I'm taking so much time away from my kids in the hopes that like, this is going to pan out. This is going to work. If I just keep with it and I stay consistent and I keep posting on Instagram and I post daily and I do my stories and all this stuff, it's going to explode and take off, and I'll have this beautiful thing online that to be proud of, my beautiful handmade business, and I'll be able to, then focus on motherhood because my business will be running on autopilot, and it just never happened. I couldn't figure out what in the world am I missing, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I wound up, I was already an Amazon influencer because of my Instagram business for my handmade business. I was yet again down another road to trying to learn how to earn income from home. I had paid $5,000 for a course to learn how to sell on Amazon, how to design my own product and how to sell it. And we had already invested everything that we had, plus put money on the credit card to pay for that course. And I was already looking at having to invest thousands more to buy an actual Amazon product. and it was just too overwhelming. It was too much. I had to order all this product. There was no guarantee that this product that I talked to my husband about spending thousands more dollars on was actually going to be successful on Amazon. It was too risky, and we just couldn't swing it. And luckily enough for me, in this course I was taking that I'd paid so much money for, there was a teeny tiny little section about how you could earn money on the side to invest in your Amazon product. And that was a little course on how to be an Amazon influencer and how to make money as an Amazon influencer. And that's when I realized I could be making, $1,000 to $3,000 just doing that. And that's all I wanted, was somewhere in that range. So I became an Amazon influencer. I went all in because there was absolutely no upfront cost to me. And within like my third or fourth month, I was making over $1,000 a month. And it ebbed and flowed for a little bit, but I was making anywhere between $600 a month and upwards of $1,800 every single month. During the holidays, it always seems to kind of go up and then come back down a little bit. So it wasn't consistently $1,000 a month, but I have now figured out a way to do it pretty consistently, and I'm now working on getting closer to $2,000 a month. But the reason that the Amazon Influencer Program resonated with me so much was because there was absolutely no upfront cost whatsoever. I could just review the stuff in my house and start earning money. And if you're here, you're probably already an Amazon influencer just like me, and maybe you're struggling to make that $1,000 or more a month. And that's what I love helping other moms do, because it's given me so much freedom as a mom. So all of that to say, I wanted to kind of give you my backstory and tell you how I got into it and why it started for me. But once I started making money with the Amazon Influencer Program, I realized how hard and how much I had sacrificed with such little return. And I was pretty upset with myself that I had spent so many years hustling and letting society tell me that that was what made me a good mom and a good business owner, was just putting my nose to the grindstone, waking up at 4 o'clock every morning, trying to get as much done as I could before the kids got up, rushing through motherhood to get to nap time so that I could do the nap time hustle, being angry with my kids when they would not cooperate and take their nap when I was planning on it so that I could work, being upset when they weren't going along with my program. And I was just rushing through motherhood so that I could try to earn a few dollars on the side, and it wasn't worth it. I wasted way too much of my kids' time and my time with the kids to try and make a few bucks. And it's really saddening to think about that now. So if that's where you're at and you have some sort of side hustle that you're trying to make work, this isn't necessarily a plug for the Amazon Influencer Program. I'm not saying that it's a perfect fit for every single person. I'm just trying to say that if you are a mom and you are just making pennies, or you have, like me, done years and years of time into some sort of handmade business or side hustle thing, or you jump from side hustle to side hustle and you've struggled to find something that fits, but there are options where you can work significantly less and make so much more money and still find time to actually enjoy being a parent. You're not trying to run a business full time on the side and be a parent simultaneously. I can wholeheartedly be involved with my kids and be present with my kids now. It's still a struggle for me because I am an entrepreneurial heart deep down. And so I'm constantly thinking about business things and wanting to get on my phone and research more and get on YouTube and learn. So it's definitely something I just naturally struggle with because I'm a doer. I like to be doing all the time. And in the down moments, sometimes it can be hard for me to be present. But I officially have the opportunity now to work on that. I have time to work on that. We opted to homeschool our kids this year. It was the best experience that I ever could have imagined. If I had not found the Amazon Influencer Program personally for me, I would have never had the time to, or the bandwidth to actually try and take that plunge. It was a very scary plunge for me because I was wholeheartedly ready to never have any time for myself ever again. You can probably hear them in the background. But it's been the exact opposite. Homeschooling has actually wound up giving us way more freedom, way more time to be together, way more time for me to actually enjoy being a mom, to just watch them doing their own independent thing in the yard like they're doing right now, chasing each other in the sprinkler. I've had time to garden and learn how to bake bread and do all of this, and even start a YouTube channel trying to help other moms do the same exact thing I am doing. And I'm passionate about that because I was there for many, many years trying to figure out what the other moms knew that I didn't. What cheat code had they figured out that I just couldn't seem to grasp, and why was I so upset? Why was I struggling so much as a mom? Why wasn't I enjoying it as much as I thought I was going to? So if that's you, just know that there are things out there. Keep looking. If it's not the Amazon influencer program for you, maybe it's affiliate marketing or something else. But there are so many things that are so much more hands off. And, you know, for me, I've always been a hand maker. I love doing things with my hands. I've had many handmade businesses. And while I miss that creative part, when you're running a handmade business, if you're one of those moms, you know that the handmade part winds up becoming like 5-10% of the business, and the rest of it is business, which takes away from your kids. So I get the opportunity to be creative in my kitchen, creative in my garden. You know, I still create a lot of user-generated content for Amazon. I am constantly using my phone to make reviews and, you know, have our YouTube channel. We actually have a couple YouTube channels, including one for our homestead that I run. But it's working great for me, and I've found a way to kind of get out of the hustle and finally start enjoying motherhood, like truly being more present and actually enjoying motherhood. So if that's you, know that there's hope, and know that you don't have to hustle so hard, and you don't have to grind around the clock. And if you're not enjoying it, step back and just kind of reassess what is going on here. Like, what do I actually want to be spending my time doing? What are the things that are sucking up my time every day that I absolutely hate doing? Are they necessary? Does it turn out that these things are even necessary? Are you spending your whole day doing things that you don't want to do or don't really need to do? Because that's what was happening for me. So hopefully you enjoyed this different style of video. I don't have a mic. I don't have anything going on. It's just kind of off the cuff. I was just sitting here thinking about how grateful I am that our life has changed for the better. And the Amazon influencer program for me has really given me a ton of freedom and opened up a ton of time for me. So if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. It really helps my brand new channel here. And I will be popping in again soon with a new video. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.